All right, good morning, friends. It is September. I am seeing the garden for the first time in literal weeks right here with you. I have not even looked around. I'm trying really hard to wait so I can go around with you. This last month has included, I love you too. This last month has included things being really, really hot and then the shift to fall, which has been like a kind of a shift to fall. It's still like in the 90s. So, oh my gosh, I'm just spotting things. So I want to go around and look with you, and just, there's not much to see, and I will explain why. The first reason why is that I got pretty sick this last month, and so priorities. This just wasn't one of them, and I wasn't able to get out here and do the things that I normally would have done. So I did not water things, I did not prune things, I did not weed things. I'm seeing a big mess over in the corner of my eye over there. That's a little garden helper banging on the window. I will just be honest when I show you guys everything, and I'm trying to use this as an opportunity for myself and hopefully to show you that it is okay when things get away from you. It's August and September time of year anyway, like the garden usually goes whoosh, and we're getting ready for fall. So today is going to be about turning things over, I think, and just turning a new leaf, shall we say. So I hope you'll enjoy this and come along with me, and I hope that you are doing the same thing if you are struggling in an area in your life right now too. Just take a moment to pause and see if we can turn this into something new, something different, something better. So let's go see what's around the garden. Okay, so just to start off, we've been here before. How many times have I pruned back this basil? This is a 2-foot planter, and it has completely overtaken it. So that's the state of the basil. Definitely needs to be pruned back, but the bees still love it. And at this point, when it looks like this, you can start saving it for seed, which I have, but I don't really need to. Look, it's basically dropped seed everywhere. That's what all of this looks kind of like dirt. It's just basil seeds. And then next to this is a snapdragon that I had pulled back. You can kind of perennialize snapdragons in this area. Oh my gosh, I'm looking at the bed next to you. I can't even. We'll get to that in a second. And at this point, I'm sure I could save seed too. I do plan on fully ripping this out though, because if you see that, like, it's just diseased. And now being smashed by the snapdragon is a pepper plant, which I don't think is going to do much because the weather's cooling down, but there's a couple baby peppers on that. And this is what I spotted out the corner of my eye. You guys, I missed so many cucumbers. I'm so sad. There's so many yellow ones in here. There's a green one though. Oh, I could probably eat that one. That one looks good. So yeah, like I said, I just haven't been able to get out. I will say one of my plans was to rip this cucumber plant out, but I just spotted here. Let me turn this around and show you. So this is the one I just showed you. And look, there's another one right here that looks like I'll be able to eat it. And then, where is it? There was one more. Oh yeah, look, right here. I could probably pick this one today too. So maybe I won't rip it out, though I will come and take off all of these yellow cucumbers. Oh, yeah, this is what happens. I get so disappointed I didn't get out here. And I can see some like nice new growth on this plant in a couple of different spots. So yeah, well, there's another one. This is what I would call a seed cucumber. At this point, I could probably save this for seed. So I think this is a hybrid though, so there's really no point. Yeah, well, look at how yellow this one is. Next to the cucumbers are the strawberries, which are doing fine. I haven't honestly, like I said, been out, so I don't know. I highly doubt there's any strawberries in here. I guess we could look together. But as you can see, it's a big weedy mess. One thing I did notice last month when I was coming through here is the soil level. If you look down, I don't know what I'm putting my hand in. The soil level's all the way down here. At the beginning of the year, it was up here. So it has dropped that much because these strawberries are just pulling so much nutrients, and I think they're making the soil really dense. So, oh, look at that. We are still getting strawberries. So I could probably poke through here and find some. They're little teeny tiny though. those are still good. Let's see. That's funny, that's the only strawberry I spotted, so that's okay, we got to enjoy that. Now let's go look on the patio. So this is kind of interesting. This is that pepper plant, if you've been watching along, that we've just held on to since last year. Still don't really know what it is, some sort of snack bell pepper, but I'm getting these little itty bitty snack bell peppers off of it. There's another one up here. The pineapple, I gave up on that, but it keeps trying to survive, so I don't know. It's just gonna sit there until I pull it out. The poblanos, at least that's what we're thinking these are. Apparently some of them are rotting on the stem, but look, they're tiny, but it's spitting out a handful, so this little guy will get to survive a little longer before we turn this bed over for fall. And then behind me, these are the sweet potatoes. So they were volunteers, so we're gonna just see what we get out of those this year. If we don't get anything, I feel like it's been really pretty just watching them cascade out of this. We ate everything out of this bed already, and that's a weed. So the only thing remaining is this one green onion, and I didn't realize there's another little green onion right there. So this, I haven't decided if this is gonna be onions or lettuce, but I have plans for both of those. We shall see. I'm sorry, I don't mean onions, garlic or lettuce, because I'm going to be planting both of those soon. The lime tree. If you guys have been watching along with me over the past, honestly, I don't remember how long I've been doing this, year or so, this lime tree always produces limes, and then when the Santa Ana winds come, they all get knocked off the tree before they can do anything. But this year, I have a handful of limes. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5. There's another one there, 6. And I think, yep, down here, 7 and 8. And I don't know if I counted this one, so I'm not going to. I'm going to call that 8. But I'm so excited. I got limes this year. I mean, I guess something could still happen to them, but if you see the size of my hand, like these are almost, like these are going to be ready in, I don't know, a month or 2. So I'm super excited about that. And the mandarins we've gotten before, these are the Dancy mandarin, and there's tons of them. I don't even know if I'm going to bother counting. They're kind of just everywhere on this plant. They're really yummy. Ooh, that one. I don't know what that is. If anybody knows what that is, that could just be, no, I'm going to have to look that up. I've not seen that before, and I can see it. It's on that leaf too. And these are my 2 pineapple plants, which, I haven't looked at these in a month. Look at, they're so huge. Gosh, I have to be careful with my daughter out here. Spiders really like to nest right in the middle of that. But those are huge. If you've been following along, like, they were like this big just a month or 2 ago. So all I've got to say is these better produce pineapples next year. And behind me, this is where it gets embarrassing because I pretty much just let everything die. Not my trees, because I love my trees, but everything else. So let's just do a quick overview, and then we'll get started on, I'll tell you my plans for the fall. All right, the lone surviving zinnia, and then all of this. I just let it all die. So I literally turned off the irrigation. I didn't even bother anymore. So these are just sticks in the ground. I just need to pull it. Up here, we've got the lemon tree, and up there is that little one right there is the orange tree. They're doing okay. They both have fruit on them, but they both have seen better days. Up at the top, that planter, I was pregnant when I needed to get up there and plant that, and obviously I wasn't going to climb all the way up there when I was pregnant, so I did not, and it is just growing some weeds, and you can see some onions that went to seed. Those are all just weeds going down the side. I will tell you my plan for that in a little bit. These are the peach trees here. They really need to be pruned down. You can kind of see I pruned this tree a smidge over here. I have not pruned this one. They need to be pruned back. They're summer pruning. That just kind of checks the height, and then in the winter I'll come through and shape them. You can't even hardly see it because the peach tree is so overgrown, but those 2 sticks in the back, those are the apple trees. Those 2 are doing great. I don't think I'm going to need to do much pruning this year. I think I shaped them well enough last year that I'm just gonna have to do some minor maintenance in the winter. On the other side here, we've got the 2 pluot trees. These 2 also, they've got these shoots that go so up high. So like I'm gonna probably take this height down to about here, because those are just too tall and they're kind of getting away. This is my overgrown rose bush right now too. I let everything down here die, turned this into a compost area. Some of these onions might even be ready right now, so we'll take a look at that. This one, oh, there's this too. One little pop-up zinnia, but like I said, turned off the irrigation, so anything it's doing is just by a sheer act of God at this point. The 2 avocados look stressed, but are handling it okay. Like I said, it's been hot lately. So let's take a look at these onions. Yeah, so some of them I bet you even rotted in the ground. No, that one looks okay. Oh, see, did this one? No, looks okay. Oh wow, okay, maybe we're gonna get more than I thought. We're just gonna yank all these onions. They're not gonna grow anymore. You can tell by feeling the stems. Like this one might. Ooh, I'm being chased by, I think there's a bee mad that I'm over by his zinnia. Anyway, so we're just gonna pull all these little bitty onions out because they're not gonna do anything. Oh, see, that one rotted. That's why it pulled like that. The ones that are thick and standing up, I'll leave in. When it starts raining, those will probably grow a little bit. Like that. That one's probably, oh, those are all probably okay. This one's not though. Ooh, is this one okay? It is. Okay, so we got a little red onion right there. Wow. Okay, little white onion. I'm really impressed with how these are doing. These were onions I let go to seed. So this is what it looks like when onions go to seed, and the little black things, let me see if I can pull some off. The little black things are the actual seed. So I don't mind letting onion seeds fall here. I really like onions, so I'll probably grow them again next year. And then the kale plants. Can you believe how well these plants are surviving, given that they haven't had any water in, I literally don't know how long. A month probably. They haven't had any water, and look, they're still putting out new growth. They're green, so if you struggle with watering in your area, kale is a very forgiving plant. Okay, so we got our little itty bitty onion harvest, and I wanted to stop for a minute and talk to you guys about plans. What are your plans for the fall? And I know some people watching south of the equator, what are your plans for spring? Because right now, I'm gonna have what are called opportunities in the garden. Now the bottom of the hill, I'm actually gonna have to put to bed because in about 2-3 months, there's not gonna be any sun hitting that area. So my plan is literally to put that to bed. But over here on the patio where I've got like that basil that's overgrown, that cucumber that's just barely hanging on, these peppers that aren't really doing anything, what is that? Pineapple, that I can never call a pineapple for some reason. All of that I plan on pulling out. And so in the next month, 1 to 2 months, my plan is to kind of gut all of this, reset it, and then start planting for fall. In my fall planting plans are literally just going to be simple lettuces, and I need to plant I've ordered garlic and shallots this year. So garlic and shallots are going to go in, and lettuce is going to go in, and I might do more than that, but that is my plan right now. I'm keeping it simple, keeping it real for my availability in life right now. I'm going to set these onions down because my hand's going to smell. I'm not wearing gloves. So what does that look like? That hill is just literally covered in weeds anywhere where you see brown. What happened is I bought this wonderful mulch that's great for hanging onto hills and not just like rolling down. It's called gorilla hair mulch. I really liked it. It's just shredded redwood basically. The problem is I put that in 2020, and over the last 4 years it has just slowly broken down and turned into what really great growing medium for every weed out there. So my plan over the next few months, that's going to take longer probably because I want to prioritize growing things, but is to literally try to pull down as much of that mulch as I can and either put new landscaping fabric down or just new wood chips. I haven't decided, but I need to get that out because it is filled with weed seeds. and I need to get it down and get it in a green waste bin or something, and get it out of here, out of my garden. And then the bottom of the hill, I have some soil I can top it all off with, and I want to mulch it over so it doesn't end up with a bunch of weeds again. And we're just going to let it sleep like that throughout winter. Then going into the patio, I plan on pulling anything that's not going to produce for me. I am going to turn the soil over, because these are my planters, the soil levels drop so much in most of them. I'm going to have to top them off, and then I'm planting garlic and shallots and lettuce. Those are my plans. Oh, and I need to prune those trees back. I really need to prune those trees back. And that's pretty much it. I'm trying to keep my plans simple. Clean. Not clean, but you know what I mean? Reset, plant. Simple. So I would love to hear what you guys are. I would love to hear what your plans are for the summer, the end of summer rather, and for the start of fall. And if you guys are planning anything exciting for this next growing season, or if you were just gonna put everything to bed, take a break. I know up north, a lot of people, that's what you do anyway because it gets so cold. But I would love to hear what you're doing and what you are looking forward to next. I'm really looking forward to this garlic. Maybe you're looking forward to next growing season. Maybe you're just looking forward to Christmas. I don't know. But I'd love to hear it. And I just wanted to say thank you so much for joining me in the garden and all this craziness. Ooh, there's so many bees. I'm telling you guys, they love that basil plant. So thank you again, and I will see you next time. Bye, friends.